Hey y'all. So we've gotten 2 of these long rows almost completely set out. We're skipping every other row because we decided we were going to put vegetables in the in-between, and our vegetable seedlings are just not quite ready. But this entire row right here is snapdragons. Oh my goodness, at the snapdragons, y'all. We're going to have enough snapdragons, I don't know, to make enough bouquets for everybody in the valley. Those first 3 rows up there, we've got some seedlings coming up. Those we direct sowed, but we direct sowed them on a really windy day a couple of weeks ago. We've kept them watered, and we have some that are obvious and coming up nicely. Some Persian cress and some radishes and different things of that nature, but we're missing a whole lot of things, and I'm not certain if they just haven't had a chance to germinate yet, or if the wind got them. The wind might have blown the little seedlings away, or the little seeds, or the wind blew too much dirt over top of them, and some of them have to have plenty of light to germinate. So, oh well, that's the problem with direct seeding in the spring when it's so windy. I think that the direct seeding will just be a fall of the year event from now on. Whatever we grow in the spring is going to be grown from little seedlings, or planted as little seedlings. I'm going to leave Chelsea up here to water these little guys in, and I'm going to go down here and water our little seedlings that are still on the hardening off table. We have about 16 more trays that we will put up here in this field this week. Hey mama. And then we started a bunch of summer seedlings today. Hold your ears. I got to get this chain back in the fence, and it is loud. All right, where's the other one? Where's the other mama? Oh, she's laying up there. Look at her. She's snuggling the little barn. But anyway, it's good. I love this time when we finally start getting our seedlings in the ground. And this is a perfect week for it because we had a really good rain yesterday. Actually, a really good rain day before yesterday. And we got a lot of seedlings in the ground yesterday, and it was muddy. We actually planted in the mud. But as you could see, the little guys that were standing up so high, they enjoyed that. Getting their new roots set down in nice wet mud. But and then today it's just about perfect for setting out because it's still damp, but the soil is just nice and crumbly. So it was quite fun setting those out, except I'm just gonna be honest here, y'all. The back of my legs and my gluteus maximus should have been exercised this winter, and this whole process would have been a little easier, a little less painful. So that's why we decided we're not going to try to get them all set out on one day, because that's just overkill. But anyway, let me take you up here and show you little bits. They enjoy their time outside. Chelsea and I've got to get them a new little location built in the back so they can be in the chicken lot, but away from the other birds so they can't get picked on. These two are just buddies. I put them a little rain cover on the other day so that they could be outside, but not. That's just when it was sprinkling a little bit. But check this out, y'all. The grapes are actually doing wonderfully. We were concerned about them to begin with, but you see that there's little buds coming up on them all over the place. So I think we're gonna get plenty of little buds or little grapes to sit out to use for wreath making. And of course that is the willow. The willow will have some purposes too in floral arranging. And then all of these of course are the elderberry, and they're doing wonderfully. Even the big ones, we don't know if they're actually putting out roots or if they're just putting out some leaves. But either way, we'll find out. We're giving them their chance. And when we go to set them out, we'll find out if they're actually going to be productive and we can put them in the ground. So yay. And I showed you the other day I got the roses trimmed back, and that's good, and they're putting out lots of leaves, so they're happy. But Hugh has gone to Tennessee today to help John. He has a property on Lake Douglas, a little rental cabin over there, a little cabin, not a rental cabin, but a little cabin that their family vacations in. And they needed to do some things over there today, so Hugh has gone to help him. And so hopefully later on this coming week, all of this stuff will finally go away. It's just awful. Just awful. Oh well. It's what happens when you do destruction inside your house. You have to put it somewhere. But you can see all of these guys are ready to go to the field. They've all hardened off sufficiently. And see, we have some cabbages, some Sweet William. Let me see, what are these guys? Some Rudbeckia. And these are the Sahara. Look them up online if you've never seen them. They're really pretty. Nice, pretty sunset colors. And let me see, what are you? Oh, our straw flowers. We started a lot of straw flowers. And that's because straw flowers are so wonderful in dried flower arrangements. This looks like more Rudbeckia. I don't see its little tag. I just tell Chelsea, oh well, we'll find out what they are when they bloom. This is dahlia. Now, we're growing dahlia from seed, yes. And it's a couple of years before they'll actually be, the stems will actually be strong enough to be a cut flower. But we kind of enjoy the whole process of starting things from seed. So, all right, let me see. Here's stock. We did not grow a whole lot of stock. You know, it's kind of a one and done, but that's all right. We'll see. Up here is some Orlea, and that's a beautiful white flower. If you're not familiar with that, pull that up and look at it. And then over here, let me see. I've lost all my little tags, but oh well. It is what it is. And this one, I think it's a cabbage. Yeah, no, it's a cabbage. So yay. Yay, yay. And Chelsea's peonies. She's very excited about her peonies. Look at these guys, y'all. This one is a tree peony. Several of them are tree peonies. This one is a true peony, I think. But there's lots of them that are up. You can see just the little breakthroughs. She has babied these guys for months, getting them to develop roots, and then keeping an eye on them in the refrigerator while they not just developed roots, but had to poke out a little leaf in their little baggie of dirt in the refrigerator, and then they have to be potted up. So it's quite a process, but she's had a really good time. She's like me, she talks to them. But yeah, we're just waiting on the rest of those. We know they're in there. They're little leaves were poking out of their root system. So we just gotta wait for them to show their little heads. But yay. Well, you can see our day is absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be in the 70s. And so we've got a lot of work to do over the next week. And then we've got to get our greenhouse, our high tunnel covered. And Chelsea and I have decided that the high tunnel, we're just going to go ahead and instead of hardening the lizzies off, we're going to go ahead and set them out in the high tunnel and use our frost blanket over top. I mean, leave the sides up so they can get plenty of cool air, but just move the blanket, the frost blanket, back and forth every day for the time that we need to, just to give them an opportunity to harden off. And so that's where they're going to go instead of going on the hardening off table. They'll just be in their permanent little home. And I might get a shade cloth instead of the frost blanket, because we don't want to hold any heat in on them, that's for certain. But yeah, y'all, we're excited. We're excited. It's a busy, busy, busy time. But a lot of the things that are so busy this year is going to be, you know, we won't have to repeat this next year. Next year will be a much, much easier year when all of our structures are finished. We're going to be making a lot of the 4-foot by 20-foot raised beds and putting the little hoops in so that we can use those. And let me see, what else? Lots and lots going on. But I'm going to let y'all go. I love you much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.